Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Kaustubha Krishna Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Nama Amrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada's quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण हो दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ही डिवाइन के श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ही होलिनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ही होलिनेस भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। ही ग्रेस शिक्षा गुरु रूप विलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री नामामृत, whether vibrated properly or improperly, the holy name will liberate the chanter, providing it is done to facilitate sinning. If a devotee once utters the holy name of the Lord, or if it penetrates his mind or enters his ear, which is the channel of oral reception, that holy name will certainly deliver him from material bondage. Whether vibrated properly or improperly, with correct or incorrect grammar, and properly joined or vibrated in separate parts. O Brahmana, the potency of the holy name is therefore certainly great. However, if one uses the vibration of the holy name for the benefit of the material body, for material uh, wealth and followers, or under the influence of greed and atheism. In other words, if one utters the name with offenses, such chanting will not produce the desired result very soon. Therefore, one should diligently avoid offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord. This verse from Padma Purana is included in the Hari Bhakti Vilas 11.5 edition by Sanatana Goswami. Therein, Srila Sanatana Goswami gives the following explanation. Sarvebhya papebhyo pardayabhyesa cha samsarad api उदरायति एवति सत्यम एव किंतु नाम सेवनस्य मुख्यम यत्फलं तन् नासाध्य संपद्यते तथा देह भरन्नादि अर्थम अपि नम सेवनेन मुख्यम फलम असूना सिद्ध्यतीति अह तत् चेत् इति. The holy name has so much spiritual potency that it can deliver one from all sinful reactions and material entanglements. But utterance of the holy name will not be very soon fruitful if done to facilitate sinning. Tana namaseda yedi dehadi madhye निक्षिप्तं देह भरनादि अर्थम एव विना विनश्यतं तदापि फलं जनकं न भवति किम अपि तु भवति एव किंत्व अत्रेह लोके शीघ्रं न भवति किंतु विलंबनैव भवति अर्थः. The holy name is so powerful that it must act. But when one utters the holy name with offenses, its action will be delayed, not immediate. Although in favorable circumstances, the holy name of the Lord act very quickly. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 3.60. Srila Prabhupada quote, 18th November. There is there is competition of loving Krishna, even in the party of Srimati Radharani. It is a kind of a rasa to compete in loving affection centering around Krishna. Letter to Brahmananda, 18th November 1967. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. But times had changed. The English journal, The Harmonist, had not been published since before Srila Bhaktivinoda's passing away. Now almost a decade had passed, and the Gaudiya Mutt had been too busy for fighting in court to consider preaching. Long gone was the tireless spirit that for 10 consecutive years had produced the daily Nadiya Prakasha. No longer were four separately located printing presses pumping out transcendental literature under the direction of Bhakti Vinoda Thakur, empowered son. The presses had been sold by Kunja Vihari. Time had changed. The Gaudiya Mutt was only fighting while the non-devotees were killing each other in a world war. From his front room at 6 Sita Kanta Banerjee, Abhay conceived, wrote, edited, and typed the manuscript for a magazine. He designed a logo, a long rectangle, across the top of the page. In the upper left-hand corner was the figure of Lord Chaitanya, effulgent with rays of light like rays from the sun. In the lower right were silhouettes of a crowd of people in darkness but groping to receive the light from Lord Chaitanya. And between Lord Chaitanya and the people, the title unfolded like banner back to Godhead. In the lower right corner was the picture of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati seated at his writing, looking up thoughtfully as he composed. Above the logo ran the motto, Godhead is light, nescience is darkness. Where there is Godhead, there is no nescience. Below logo were the following lines, edited and founded under the direct order of His Divine Grace, Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada by Mr. Abhay Charande. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Chapter 15 The Yoga of the Supreme Person. Bhagavad Gita 15.1. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdhva Adha Shakham Ashvatam Prahur Avyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Saveda Ved. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the knower of the Vedas. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.11.30. Tvam pratyag atmani tada bhagvati ananta आनन्दमात्र उपपन समस्तशक्तौ भक्तिं विधाय परमं शनकेत् अविद्या ग्रन्थिं बिभित्स्यासि ममहम् इति प्रारुद्धम्. Translation. Thus regaining your natural position and rendering service unto the Supreme Lord, who is the all-powerful reservoir of all pleasure and who lives in all living entities as the Supersoul, you will very soon forget the illusory understanding of I and my. Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 5.41. ज्ञानति लोक कहे मोरा तो मैं का छादिब स्त्री पुत्र कहे विश्य काहे मरीब. Translation. The relatives unanimously said, if you give your daughter to that boy, we shall give up all connection with you. Indeed, his wife and sons declared, if such a thing happens, we shall take poison and die. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha ki jai. Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman ki jai. Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Morning Japa program ki jai. Amrut Vani ki jai. Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. In today's Amrut Vani, it has been clearly said that the vibrations which are created by the chanting of the holy name, when it enters through the ears, whether you are chanting or whether you hear somebody else chanting, those vibrations will pure our heart and clean our heart from all sinful reactions. This is one of the reasons why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always sent Nityanand Prabhu and Haridas to go and knock at the door of each and every house and tell them to chant Hare Krishna, because this holy name is very powerful. But then whether that holy name is chanted properly or not properly, it has the effect. But it should not be with offense. Suppose you say that, okay, I will kill this insect, and then chant to escape from the sinful reaction. No, it is an offense. As we always say that to commit sinful reaction in the name of the holy name of the Lord. So it is not applicable. Sanatana Goswami also, he confirms that the holy name has so much spiritual potency that it can deliver one from all sinful reactions and material entanglement, but utterance of the holy name will not be very soon fruitful if done to facilitate sinning. So, as we said, that we have to avoid chanting the holy name without committing any offenses. And then if the chanting is whether proper or not proper, it shows the fruits and all that. The holy name is so powerful that it must act. But when one utters the holy name with, please move up, offenses, its action will be delayed, not immediate, although in favorable circumstances, the holy name of the Lord act very quickly. Hare Krishna. In Prabhupada quote today, they say that there is a competition of loving Krishna, even in the party of Srimati Radharani. So when Krishna was having Ras Leela with these gopis, every gopi, they thought that Krishna loves me more and he is with me only. But there is no envy in them. All the gopis, they know that Krishna loves Radharani more, and they have been always decorating Radharani and all that and bringing in front of Krishna. So envy is not there, but still the competition is there that Krishna should love me more. In Prabhupada Leela Amrita, after the passing away of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the God brothers in Gaudiya Math, they started fighting with each other and killing each other to get the power of the Math. And seeing this, and even the four priests which were started by Bhakti Vinod Thakur and were being printed under the directions of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they also closed. And in that case, then Prabhupada, he started to publish Back to Godhead magazine, and he gives the description of the front page of the magazine, and which he printed. And of course, he had to take a lot of trouble that he had to write it, type it, and then again get it printed and all that. But then that goes on. Even till today, the magazine Back to Godhead is, I can show you what he describes here. You can see there is a rectangle on the top, and then in between the photo, and then down is under the instructions of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, printed by Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada. Yes, next. In chapter number 115, please go to translation. That suppose a tree is there near the bank of the river or a pond. You can see the reflection of that tree in that. So here Lord Krishna says that our earth is just like a reflection of the original Golok, which is there up in the Brahmalok. And therefore, the Vedas, the roots of this tree are up. The roots are up, and the branches, they are just like the Vedas. And therefore, we should always read the Veda. Once who knows this, that this earth is reflection, it is temporary, and we have to go. He actually is the knower of the Vedas. Hare Krishna. Translation, please. So here it says that thus regaining your natural position and rendering service unto the Supreme. Supreme Lord is also in everyone's heart. He is sitting as a Paramatma along with Atma. He guides, of course, what to do and what not to do. But the people who are working under the control of the three modes of material nature, it is said like Prakriti Kriyamanani Gunai Karmani Sarvasha Ahankar Vimuda Atma Karta Amiti Manyate. All the people are working under the control of the three modes of material nature, but still a person who has the ego, he says I and my. So we should forget that this is the illusory understanding of I and my, and we should always pray to the Lord. Next. Chaitanya Charitamrita, now here the old Brahman who had promised to give his daughter to the younger Brahman who had shown him all around Vrindavan, various places, and also he had taken the oath in front of Lord Gopal that he will give his daughter. When he spoke about this to his family members, all get annoyed. And also they said that we will cut off all our relations with you. And also the wife said that we will take poison and will kill ourselves if you give this daughter to that old Brahman. But then, of course, let us see as to what happens in future, how the younger Brahman, how he saves the old Brahman from committing any offense. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.